A St. Louis pizza owner was tear gassed during protests by the police, and he wants the police chief to be fired. This is part of a growing movement to displace and get rid of the temporary police chief in St. Louis. What's the story of the pizzeria owner? Well, his name's Chris Summers, and he's the owner of Pie Pizzeria. And he said that his place a few nights ago was tear gassed by police officers who didn't really need to tear gas anyone by his account. It was escalating a situation that wasn't going to escalate otherwise. The police were acting inappropriately. Following that, the police union and a Blue Lives Matter movement posted on Facebook a call to action for a bunch of folks out there to actually go and call the pizzeria up and essentially harass them and tie up their phone lines in the meantime. That's what happened. The actual quote, Summers wrote that he was in his restaurant Tuesday evening when police began firing tear gas and non-lethal weapons. There being no protesters around at the time, Summers wrote, as officers continued to shoot, I lost my expletive and screamed at them for terrorizing our guests, calling O'Toole, who is the interim police chief, a leader of the corruption and incompetence in the SLMPD. The pizzeria owner called on the city's mayor to immediately fire the interim police officer. Another business owner in the neighborhood who owns a bookstore says we need a radically different type of policing in St. Louis, and O'Toole is not the person for that. O'Toole is very old school with respect to the St. Louis police and the extremely white and organized police union. He's part of that. So there you go.
Yeah, and they're saying extremely white, and I don't know the race of the person who said that, because meaning that it's not representative of the community. There's nothing wrong with being extremely white. Okay, just they're saying that this is not a police force that's from this community and represents this community. And you can tell when the cops cleared out the protesters on Sunday night when they started chanting, "Whose streets are streets?" Well, no, you're working for the citizens. That's their streets and they pay your salary. But they clearly in that chant show you that that's not their attitude. That's not their frame of mind. Their frame of mind is us versus them. The citizens are the bad guys, and now we took the streets away from them. Remember, you're supposed to be policing the community on behalf of the community. Right?
Yeah, and I'm really happy that the restaurant owners are speaking out. Some of them are doing so without disclosing their identity because they're worried of retaliation. But the fact that these restaurant owners are now coming out and saying, no, this interim police chief is a problem. We saw police officers acting in a way that escalated the situation. They were using non-lethal weapons excessively, even when there weren't protesters, in the vicinity at that time. And so, look, we always get the two sides, and it's the side of the protesters, the side of the cops. The cops usually have a way of dominating the headlines and making it appear to be, a number of violent vandals who are throwing bricks through windows and this and that. And it's interesting to hear from those actual business owners who are saying, no, the problem here is the way that the policing is going down. We need better leadership there.
Yeah, and part of the reason why this is making news is because, unfortunately, business leaders have more of a voice that the media respects than the average citizen. So when business leaders are like, hey, this is not helping this area, people are like, whoa, wait a minute, this affects money. Okay, so we should take this seriously. And that's what's happening here. But the person on the ground that I'm super proud of that has led a lot of these protests is Cori Bush. Cori Bush is actually a Justice Democrat. She's running for office, and it's not an accident. Part of the reason the Justice Democrats picked her is because she has been leading protests and a leader in the community all throughout. So I'm gonna go to graphic 15 first. Right in the beginning, Cori Bush, when they started doing the protests in the first place, said when she heard the verdict that was the cause of these protests, she said, I actually cried, and not because I didn't expect to hear that, but because it was a confirmation that we don't care about you at all. It's like, see, I told you we don't care about you, and we don't have to. Now, of course, the reason that people were so outraged is because the African American in that case was shot, and he had no DNA on the gun, and the cop did have DNA on the gun. He paused, fired the last kill shot. And he said, I'm gonna go kill the guy beforehand, and he still was acquitted. Okay, so it was a particularly egregious case, and Cori Bush then led a silent protest. So just to make a point, which is such a great idea, like they keep saying we're chanting the wrong things, they keep saying that we're violent, etc. You know what we're gonna do? All right, fine, we'll have a completely silent protest. 12 people, lines of 12 people locked arms protesting throughout the streets, and she said at the end of that protest, the purpose of this action was to let people know that our presence is powerful. This was power walking down the street. And she said, we're not afraid of being arrested. We're not afraid of being talked about. We're not afraid to do whatever it takes to say to them, you will stop killing us. That's powerful. So thanks to Cori Bush for doing that. I love that. She was actually the very first candidate for Justice Democrats.
Really?
Yes, and she's running an election. And if you've got real powerful community leaders who are on your side, you should be on their side. Go back her, because she was there from day one. So God bless the business leaders and the community leaders who are fighting back to make sure your voice is represented. Help us build independent media. Become a member of the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.